Hey, you. Hey. Kitty cat. Wake up. Hello and welcome back to the final stream for the Donkey Kong Country 2 Lost Levels Romhack. Yeah, we've done everything. We got one level left to do. Well, that's gonna one stream with one level, as we'll see. Thanks for the booty. You're me best mateys now. Well, I'm glad you're friendly, Clubba, because this level shall reign. If you recall from last time, we took a bit of a look in this level, which I meant like 25 lives or something like that worth of looks. And yeah, it wasn't going well. But to be fair, I'm hoping it's like, well, last stream when we were collecting all this stuff, it was, oh right, that part. It was like, okay, well, I had to like, collect, redo Windy War to get stuff, redo Devil's Dungeon to get stuff. And so I'm hoping it's just like, as it, tired. I was like, okay, I'm done for now. Like, maybe that's why. Maybe this level won't be as bad as the other minecart in the swamp was. Maybe this one will be nice and easy. Like, right, the final Lost World level is gonna be the easy one. I can hope. As you see, at the top corner, I've got a lot of lives. I said I was gonna farm up like 99 lives. Well, I got 97. That's close enough, right? Mainly because I didn't know, because I was getting some 3-up balloons, and I didn't know if, I gotta make this jump. I didn't make the jump. I don't know if, like, if you get to 99, like, or above 99, does it, like, wrap around, or does it just count above it? Does it stop at 99? So it's just like, yeah, 97, good enough. Because let's be honest, like, either 97 lives is gonna be enough, or it's not. And you're like, well, that's sort of a, like, tautology, like, either it's enough or it isn't enough. Yeah, but you know what I mean, like, if I'm taking more than 97 lives, 2 more lives is not gonna help. Oh, is this the bonus? No. Okay. We're done with I mean, the other one, it came back, but... Oh, okay, there's those guys. This right here is ah! Oh, okay. They just like sink into the spikes then? They do. Look at it. Oh man, that's a little unfair. I don't think I can. Oh no. Well, I hope I don't need what's in there, because if that's like the cannonball for a bonus level or something. Yeah, that ain't happening. I was gonna say, that is also the one problem. On the one hand, it's like, there's only one bonus level that we're gonna have to look out for. On the other hand, like, if it goes back to minecart stuff, I'm afraid I'll miss it, and then I'll have to do the whole level again, and that makes me sad. Hi! I don't know where I'm okay, over here. That's a jump. Oh, okay. I thought we would have got hurt right there, but we didn't. I'm okay with this. What is this jump? What's that? I don't know, I'm gonna twirl it, I guess. It looks kind of far for for Diddy, but I don't know. Oh my goodness. Oh. I don't want any, oh my. Oh my, the words of George Takei. Well, the problem is I don't know where I should be going. There could be secrets. So there's an O right there. What's down there? I'm gonna keep going. Because, like, if I die right there, I have to do the minecart part again. Yeah, so, like, yeah, maybe we're gonna have to redo it anyways for the, if that was where the bonus was, but, just to be on the safe side. Hi. I think we continue and we come back after we beat the level if we don't have the bonus. That seems like the best idea here. Okay, well, please don't insta-kill me, because I have a feeling I'm gonna need that guy. Hey, you. Hey. Kitty cat. Wake up. Thank you. Was that so hard? And he's like, yes. I just hope I don't need to bounce on those guys, but I see this part right. Okay. I was just wondering what that little platform bit log sticking out was, and apparently death, that's what. Twirl, jump, and twirl. Where's my... Shouldn't I have a barrel? Was there a barrel earlier? I have to go back. I want my partner in crime. Say, wait, we're gonna go commit crimes? Yeah. We're gonna steal these coins from the Gremlings. And then beat up Rool again. We're, theft, assault, all the fun ones. What about vandalism? That's a pretty fun one. I don't know if that one's on our list. It should be, but I don't know if it is. All right, no. I don't think I can throw. Yeah, that's too far to throw. But I could do that. Yeah. And that. Yeah. No, just jump on that one. Just completely miss that one. You know, jump on them, die in a pit. Same thing. Who's keeping count? Well, the life counter in the top. Shut up. Just a minute. Come back here, you. You don't get out of playing this level. If I have to play this level, you're coming too, Diddy. Everyone's here. Diddy, Dixie. Gotta say, well, he's here. No, he's dead. Everyone but that guy is here. Oh, I could just do this. Oh, sure, whatever, fine. Huh, I didn't know that. If you were, like, on your partner's shoulders when you get, like, sucked into the cat of nine tails, it, also, I'm not pressing the button. Ramby's just like, get him! Yeah, I'm gonna get him, yeah, come over here. It's like the little dog that's on, like, a chain that's like, bark, bark, bark at the end of its leash. It's like, yeah, you don't want to come mess with me. I'll mess you up. Get over here. Yeah, that's right. You best stay out of here. You're like, yeah, you're not fooling anyone. Yeah, I didn't know that if you're on the cat of nine tails business. Oh, I can't see. Blind jump. All right. It worked, I guess. Blind jump. Again, it worked, though I'm... Oh, no. Well... What's my invincibility for? I guess just if you don't have Ramby? Huh. Oh! That's what the invincibility's for. Okay. I was wondering, like, well, I don't really want to go forward without Ramby because if I need, like, I don't know if he'll go past the screen transition, but... So I was going to go back, like, well, if I'm going back anyways, then... Oh, I should have gotten Diddy. Well, I didn't, because I'm dumb. So then I was like, well, I might as well just test this way. And look at that, there's our bonus level. Right. The whole, you can still get hurt if you're, like, in the bonus barrel or shooting out of the bonus barrel, which is just not a thing. In the main game, like, I'm fairly certain there's no place where you can, like, get hurt. Like, if you're in the bonus thing, you're safe. All right. Just gotta... It worked, all right. Just gotta hope. Why does that one not? I don't understand. All right, well, but hey. Hope I don't need Rambi. Destroy them all. Will do. Oh. Oh. That looks fun, but hard. Back here? I mean, like, I'm glad that we get another shot at it, but that's a decent ways back, my man. I guess, yes, final lost world level. The lost world of the lost levels of just everything's lost, including my sanity, so I guess it makes sense that, but come on, you couldn't, like, for something that hard, you couldn't just put it right there? You and one of you. What? I'm gonna have to look at that in editing. How did I, that one, yeah, I jumped and it hit me and I get that. How did the other one kill me? Huh. All right, we're gonna just ignore the part where I completely missed the jump and fell in a pit. That never happened. Things are fine. Okay, well, I messed that up. I hope that this dash will work. Okay, it does. You just can't really see what you're doing, but yes, it works. Ugh. Now this guy. Nope, all right. That guy's still gonna get me. And that guy gonna get me. Everybody's gonna. What the heck? That guy's like, I'm gonna come this way, and then he hits me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back the other way now. Leave me alone. Wah, wah, wah. These monkeys just want to finish the level. All right, time for more Rambi action. Rambi action on the Rambi News Network. All Rambi, all the time. I don't know why, I just wanted to kill him. I wonder if you can just bounce all this in one go. I'm just afraid it's not gonna work. Yeah, I know, you never hit that. Fine. All right, finally we get back. Let's try it again. That is tough. Physically, it's tough just because you gotta do a lot of switching back and forth. Mentally, it's tough because you come back here every time. Let's see if this works. It does, all right. That makes it a little nicer. I'm gonna keep trying to hit that guy every time, and every time it's not gonna work, and I don't care. All right, so we go bump. What? Well, that's a different way to lose to it. I mean, I guess that's, you know, I did it a different way. That counts for something. Not anything great, but it counts for something. Does it work every time? Bounce, bounce, bounce. Yeah. I wonder if I get off Rambi, jump on the green guy. Just thinking for after we get this. Yeah, I'm gonna. A new personal best. I'm gonna stub my toe on a thorn, which apparently kills this gigantic rhinoceros. Hundreds of pounds of pure muscle and rage. And just one little like, ow, my toe. And he's done. Ha! See, now. It ate my inertia. I mean, I guess just be Dixie there and do the twirl and... Like, yeah, Diddy would have made it if he had his full, like, running speed like that. It would have been fine. But I jumped forward and it was just like, no. So. At that time, I just jump and that guy's like, no. Different octave, same result. Okay. Let's try it again. Maybe we can get the third B. How high do we have to go with this? This... Okay. More again, this is hard. I like it, though. Like, this is one of the ones that, like, the beginning of this level with the skull coaster, hard, and I don't like it, because I do not like that skull coaster business. Now, this bonus, hard, but I do like it. Yeah, I'm just running through at this point. Because again, it's like the skull coaster in the swamp, the same issues here, is that sometimes, like, if you mess up something, like, I mean, yeah, like, if you jump into a pit, you die, that's your fault. Huh. And, like, you know, whose fault is that but yours, you know, so... Oh, well. But then there's things like, if, you know, you get hit or something... Oh, well, okay, this will be interesting without Rambi. Possible, yes, but that's way harder without Rambi. All right. As I was saying, oh, yeah, and so it's like the skull coaster part I do not like, because things like if you mess up a little bit, it can take away your ability to complete the next jump or whatever. Whereas, like this, the bonus level, it's hard, but it's all on you. Like anything, you know, that's the Dark Souls version of hard, the get good hard, where it's just like, if you're not doing it, it's not because the level messed up, it's not because it, you know, ate your jump, it's not because, like, you're hitting the jump button, nothing's happening, like the skull coaster. That one is just all 100% you, and you need to get better at it. Which I approve of. I mean, you know, sure, it can be kind of embarrassing where I'm like, how many times have I tried this now and I still can't get it? But at the same time, yeah, I'm curious though. Yeah, you can make that jump as Diddy, okay. So I don't know what happened the one time. Huh. So I was, okay, I guess that's a thing. Probably from the original game too. I don't know that it was ever an issue, but if you are firing out of a cannon and you're holding like sideways, you don't turn. Because like as you saw that time, like I fired out of the cannon and I backed into the zinger. So it's like, so do I have to turn around before I hit the cannon? Or do I have to launch out of the cannon and then like bounce down on the red zinger that's below? I don't know if you have time to do that though. Huh. Huh. Something to think about next time we're there. And through the magic of editing, we're there. Meanwhile, Twitch is like, where's our magic of editing? Hey, there's your magic of editing. And look, we got it first try when we got back anyway. Oh, that's funny though. YouTube's like, hooray, we didn't have to watch you do all that and fall into another pit. Okay, never mind, you had to watch me fall into another pit. I was gonna make a joke about how, like, Twitch had to watch me, like, bounce off the not Clover, what is it, Crusher, at the beginning again, and, you know, had to do all that stuff, and you here on YouTube, you didn't need to watch any of that, and, well, nah, you get to watch it all again, too. Like, why? If we don't get to watch you live, at least give us the benefit of edits. No, you're gonna have to suffer just like Twitch did. And Twitch says, hooray! Because they love you, YouTube, that's why. No, no, no. Okay. Now we just have to beat the rest of the level. Which... well, we'll see. Oh, right, I wanted to try and keep him for the rest of the thing, because, ow! I don't know how much is left, or what we... okay, I need that invincibility. All right, Just go. Just go. Go, go, go. Right, I'm just... Okay. That guy's fine. I'm just hoping not more skull coasters. If it's just little rats, that's cool. I'm fine with little ratty boys. Little ratty boys gonna make some ratty noise. That's just small saga, little ratty boys. Ugh. All right, barrel. No Rambies. I mean, yeah, I'm curious what that would be, but not that curious. We got the DK coin. That's what all that matters. Okay, beating the level also matters, but... And... G! Whew. That was way not as bad as I expected it to be. Before, I think that you get a DK barrel right off the bat in the fight. I guess we'll check. The crocodile core, which again, all the boss fights have been the same, except maybe a couple changes, but yeah, you do get them. So this should just be a nice cooldown after we did that level. Or, cooldown for what this fight is, which is a gauntlet of survival. If you recall your Donkey Kong stuff, it's just you just have to survive for a really long time, and then you get one shot on him, and it will kill him. One cannonball and he kills himself. But luckily, though, the one thing about this is I like this fight. It's fun platforming of just like avoiding this stuff and he's doing stuff at different speeds, doing different things, like then doing like the jump, duck, jump type of thing. So I'm all right with this. Definitely easier with Dixie, but we're a champion. We don't need no twirls here. That's a lie. Here we go. Whoop. Bam! Donkey Kong Country 2, The Lost Levels, officially complete. And meanwhile, Diddy's just like, the island's going full nuclear meltdown, and I'm just gonna juggle right here. Maybe you should leave. Nice going, kid. I reckon only it's you. Yeah, we heard this when we played the game the first time, Cranky. It's fine. Shut up! Let's get out of this miserable dump. Get back to Donkey Kong Island. Watch the scene first before I get into Wrinkly Kong, but then the island explodes and K. Rool sails off, laughing the while. Goodbye, K. Rool. Actually, I don't know. Is this the sunset or the sunrise? Are you looking west or east? Because if it's the sunrise, it's actually very similar to Super Castlevania, where you're watching Dracula's castle collapse on the cliffside looking at the sunrise. So, I don't know. I don't know. All we can do is look into the sunset and ponder. Or we can just hit the button and continue. Either one. That works too. Now, so I thought here at the end, I'd give my overall opinions on the Romhack, and I thought, what better way to do that than let's give it to Wrinkly Kong at her school and let's let her grade the paper, see how well it did, right? So overall, I think that this game deserves a B+. Like, it's a fun time. It's good overall. Like, there's more good than bad. Like, it's a good experience, but it's not perfect. There's a few things that stop it from getting an A+, stop it from being a little bit higher. So let's talk about that, shall we? We'll do the Clint Eastwood method of the good, the bad, and the ugly. But let's start with the good, because I mean, you know me. Like, I like staying positive. I like being positive. So let's start the good. Overall. The overall feel, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. The overall feel is that it feels like a Donkey Kong Country game. And I know I've talked about this in some of the streams with people. I don't remember what got kept in YouTube, so I don't know, like, what, you know, will be a repeat for you guys. But the strongest part of this game is that overall, it feels like a Donkey Kong Country game. And if you've ever played other ROM hacks, you know, like, sometimes, like, you know, there might be, like, Mario stuff or Zelda stuff where it's taking assets of the original and they make a game, but it doesn't, like, it can be fun, but it feels like its own thing that just happens to be using assets. Whereas this does not feel like that. This, like, clearly LucasRangel, whatever, like, they like these games and they understand these games and they're making, like, more of these games, even if not professionally. And, like, that's the strongest, like, the best praise I can give to this. It's like, you're playing this and you're never like, oh, is the hack still going? Like, aren't we done yet? No, you're always like, it's like the original thing. Like, oh boy, what's in this next world? What's in this next level? Like, what are we gonna see? What's the gimmick of this? Where are the bonuses gonna be? Like, how are they hiding? Ooh, how do I make this jump? Ooh, that's fun. Ooh, that's cool. It gives you that sense of, not exploration, but like that sense of like what's coming next that the original DKC games give you. And it just keeps that well. And so like, that I think is the strongest point of it, is like, it feels like you are playing one of the games for the most part, with, you know, some exceptions. Going on from that though, because like I can't really explain the details, man. It just feels good. Yeah, but tell me some more of the details. Okay. The level design overall it's well designed. Again, we'll get into some exceptions to that, but overall, like, besides the fact that they feel Donkey Kong, like, they're just good platforming. Like, it's not super boringly easy where it's like, up, start, walk, there's one enemy, end. And it's not like tear your hair out hard where you're gonna be here for like 3 hours on every level. No, again, I said like, some of the levels, yeah, like Hopless Heaven took me, what, 2 hours, 40 minutes? Like, they do get hard. But overall, they're fun levels to play. Like, and yeah, and they're not like, no, the way I want to say it, they're not throwing unfair things at you. Again, for the most part, we'll get to some other stuff. Like, the stuff that's difficult is difficult just because it's hard platforming and not because it's unfair. So it's got good level design. And finally, I think it's got some interesting ideas. Some of these ideas work, some of them don't work so well. But it has them, and that counts for something, right? For instance, like the last DK coin that we got, well, the second to last, not counting K. Rool, where you're climbing a wall of zingers with Rambi, just like in midair, going like, bump, 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 bump. Like, that's a cool idea. That's a fun idea. Actually, we'll get into Deep Dangerous Doors, which I've got some, you know, other things to say about. But as a concept, that's really fun. Like, take the doors from the swamp, the roller coaster levels, and put them underwater as like gates that you're hitting the switch to go. Like, that's a cool idea. Now, that one didn't work as well, but we'll get to that. But that's what I'm saying, is like, overall, like, there are some fun things where I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, the original game didn't do that, and like, I kind of like that. All right. There you go. All right. It feels good, and it's got good levels. It's got cool ideas. Why is it not an A+? Why is it only a B+? Well, let's talk about some other things. The biggest thing, the thing it loses the most points for, it needed playtesting. It needed polish. There's just a lot of moments where, as I said, overall, it's good design. Overall, it's fun, but there are moments where it's not overall. There are moments where you're like, oh, this part. And I think a lot of them would have been solved if there was playtesting. I think a lot of them are just that Lucas knew what was supposed to happen, and they're like, okay, well, this is working, so I'm gonna keep going to the next level or whatever. And didn't stop, like, what happens when you, like, respawn in? Like, how's this gonna work? You know, one of the examples I can think of, well, actually, okay, so the first examples that comes to mind, that's a benign example. Like, it doesn't make it hard or anything, but the very first underwater level in the first world, that part where I'd, like, swim under the level, and I was like, I don't think he means for you to do that. Like, it's not bad, and you're not even skipping that much, so it's not even, like, really cheese. It's just there, and you're just like, huh, that's probably not intended, okay. And there's just some other moments like that, like, you know, when you can, whatever level it was in the swamp, which I think was in the volcano, but whatever one's like where you can, like, you have a purple fake Squawks that only goes down, but you go into the bonus level and get a real Squawks and take it out of the bonus level if you get hit. Probably not intended. Like, I mean, it made it easier to beat the level. I was just like, woo, let's skip the rest of this. But again, it's just like, that, you know, it looks a little unpolished. Then some other things that are more of a problem going into some poor decisions, like midway barrels, midway save barrels. I've talked about a lot of them that had issues. And that's another case where I feel like if it was more play tested, people would have run into these problems and been like, oh, you should maybe change stuff. Because I'm thinking, like, I know, like, the very first of the Lost World level, like, Spirit Voices or Jungle Spirits or whatever it was called. Like, you start at the midway point and you could just get hit immediately. And, you know, there's other places, like, you start at the midway point and then a guy is just like, wow, coming off the screen, running into your face. And if you don't, like, jump right away, you die. That's not really good design. Like, the save barrel, like, if you start the level and you go boop at the save barrel, you should not have to immediately move or, like, face death. And so, again, like, that's a poor decision, which, again, I feel like would have been caught with playtesting. And then there's some other things that's like, well, is this a decision versus jankiness with the way the levels or Romhack stuff works, which I'll get into when we get to talk about the ugly instead of right now. Instead, I'll say the other problem I feel is like the difficulty spike, and it's not that stuff was difficult. It's just not very evenly spaced. Like, the way I feel it goes is like level 1, you're here. And you're kind of like level 2 and level 3 and like level 4, there's a couple things. And then level 5 is here, and then like Rool's Keep, you're just like, whoop, way up here. And so like, it seems like a better type of difficulty spike would be like, you know, like just a straight linear line instead of going woo and taking off. Because like for the first 3-4 levels, I was just like, when people would ask, how hard is this hack in the stream? I'd be like, it's not that hard. You know, it only asks you to do what the original game asked you to do. It just asks you to do it sooner. And it was like, that's what it was for World 1. That's what it was like for World 2. That's what it was like for World 3. World 4, there was like a couple levels where you're like, okay. But then like Gloomy Gulch, and especially Rool's Keep, it just rockets the spike up. And so it's not that things are hard at the end. It's just weird that, you know, it's just that you go from not too bad to, you know, pretty dang hard, as opposed to just having a steady increase to get people used to it. I'm just not a fan of that. Like, so again, it's, and I want to reiterate, it's not the difficulty itself, it's the way that difficulty gets added to the game, which is to say, none, a lot. And, you know, there's a couple ways that this presents, like, of course, the levels themselves, the amount of enemies in it, the length of the levels, and, like, all that could have been, like, tapered through. So, you know, it is what it is. But finally, let's talk about the ugly. I need to move this back over here. Woo, there I go. There are just some things that need to be addressed. I mean, there won't be, because this game came out years ago, but things that should be addressed. The biggest one, of course, Deep Dangerous Doors, the hard lock. There is no excuse for having that in the game at all. It's just like a... You know, again, first of all, I feel like playtesting probably would have caught that, like, because Lucas probably just never thought, like, I should just go, you know, charging my on guard through these doors. Like, I know where the barrel, like, I know what I'm supposed to do, so I'm gonna just do it the way it's supposed to go. Whereas, you know, people like me, I'm like, let's see what happens if you bust on through those doors and then your game freezes. And if you haven't saved recently, well, you're out of luck. Luckily, I only had to redo the level. I didn't have to redo, like, the whole world or the whole game or anything like that, but it just shouldn't be in the game. It should be, you know, play tested out. It should be worked around. And if you can't get around it, like, if there's no way to make it so on guard, supercharging through these doors can, like, you know, there's no way to prevent the hard lock all 100% of the time, maybe they should be taken out. Like I said, under interesting ideas, like, it's a fun idea, it's a cool idea, but it's not worth having a hard lock in your game for. So that's one of the ugly. The other ugly are, there's a couple of insta-kill spots. Again, I feel probably could have been caught with playtesting. And this one, definitely easier to fix. The two that come to mind, the one in the rising freezing water, where if you started as Diddy, you'd start in the invincibility barrel, and then you'd spawn at the save barrel, and then immediately hit the invincibility barrel, and then you could continue on. And if you start as Dixie, you just get hit and die. That shouldn't be a thing. Like, the water should start lower, the invincibility should start closer to the save. Like, whatever it is you need to change, make it so that either monkey can start, and not just die as soon as the level starts with no input at all. The other one is the cannon in Blue Burn. Like, I forget the name of the water level. I think it's in K. Rool's Keep, because why wouldn't it be? But for sure, the cannon Blue Burn. If you start as Diddy, the way and again, I don't know if it's because Diddy falls at a different rate. I don't know if it's because his hitbox is different, but whatever it is, Diddy cannot get past the first zinger. He will always get hit. Dixie does not get hit. You should maybe change where that zinger is, or change where the barrels are. If there's no way for Diddy to get past it, but you can get Dixie past it, like... And again, this isn't, like, based on how well you play. Like, yeah, there's some jumps that are, like, in, Topless Heaven. There's the one jump that's really hard as Diddy, and it's a lot easier as Dixie, but it's still possible. But, you know, like, that's a thing that should be fixed. And speaking of Hopless Heaven, the tires disappearing half the time, and the levels becomes unplayable. I don't know what caused it. And, you know, maybe that's something you can do something about in the hack, maybe not. But, like, if that's something you can't fix in the hack, because, you know, it's some baseline thing of the game, put in more barrels, put in more enemies to jump across, like, put in things so that if the tires aren't there, you can keep playing the level and not just, like, well, I'm out of luck, there's no tires, I'm done. Because there's so many times, like, when I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and get around this. Okay, well, I can take damage and then go through, like, oh, but I can't get past this. Well, but if I do this, I can get past it. And it eventually just culminated in, no, there's no barrel there, you can't go up, you're done. The end. Like, overall, like, find the issue for that and stop it from happening. And if you can't, make it so that there's another way around. But yeah, I don't want to sound too harsh. It's just... Those are the big things of the, but that's why it's B+. It's not, again, going the wrong way because I put my camera. It's B+. It's not A+, and that's why. It's if those things were fixed, especially like if the stuff in the ugly was fixed, the hard locks, the like tires disappearing, the insta-death, and maybe some of the midway save barrels, I would give this game an A+. Even with some of the stuff being hard or long or whatever, like, that would just be charm of the hack. And you'd be like, okay, some of these levels are really hard, but that's all right. If you just get rid of some of the randomness of when things break and not, it'd be perfect. And that's about a perfect time for my song, because the song that I was having goes away. So look at that. Perfect time for everything. We're done. I finished it. It was a good time. I'm glad, again, shout outs to you, Hardcore Boyish on YouTube, for recommending it, and as well as pointing out some of the bonuses I missed. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm interested in trying some other ROM hacks and stuff. I don't know what I'll be doing next for Super Nintendo, because we're done with this, but I got a lot of options, more ROM hacks, different games. I'll see you next time, whatever it is, and until then, hand your homework to Wrinkly in on time, because otherwise she'll get Cranky to come in and hit you with his cane, and no one wants that, except maybe Cranky. He'd probably like, they'd be like, kids to hit, bah, bah, bah. Like, dude, I'm 38. He's like, well, to me, that's a kid, bah, bah, bah. Okay, Cranky, okay.